Hi everyone, it's another day in the Geekanoids studio and a very busy day as well. These are the videos where you can see a little bit behind the scenes, what I get up to every day. But I'm primarily going to be talking to you in this video about Mobile World Congress and the highlights for me, as well as some details of other mobile phones that have been released over in Barcelona. So, what I want to talk to you about first of all is a little bit of a catch up on what didn't happen yesterday. I didn't get enough time to record my Google Nexus 5 Red Edition review, and I know a lot of you are waiting for it. So I recorded that this morning and I'll be editing that in the next few days and get it up on the channel for you. I also recorded a couple of case reviews, and a lot of people ask why I still do case reviews. Well, that's where I started off on YouTube. So I sort of feel drawn to still covering that type of product if they're good. So I've got a couple of really nice cases to share with you on the channel as well. The other thing I recorded was another mini gadget collection. Now that'll go up on my Patreon page first of all, and then it will come onto the main YouTube channel that you're watching this video on in about a week or so's time. So if you do want to see that early, head on over to the Patreon page. There's a link in the video description, and if you can support, I would like to just say thank you. Thank you very, very much for taking part in that campaign and supporting me. Purely optional. If you can't support for whatever reason, or you don't agree with supporting, the video still will come to the Geekanoids main YouTube channel. So I hope that sort of clarified a few things that I've been up to this morning, and then I've been catching up with the news, and my arm is aching holding this camera. I should have put it on a tripod, but there you go. Let's just cover off some of the highlights for me, and also some of the other news that's come out of Mobile World Congress. And for those of you who don't know what Mobile World Congress is, it's an event that happens every year. It happens in Barcelona, and it's where all of the sort of mobile phone industry gather to announce their new products for this year. And Nokia started things off big time. They actually announced 5 new phones in total. A couple of them are new Asha phones, the 220 and 230. But the really good news for me, or I'm really excited about it, are the Nokia X, the Nokia X Plus and the Nokia XL. And the reason I'm excited about this is that I love the Nokia Lumia range of mobile phones. They run Windows Phone 8, as you know. But these Nokias, the Nokia X range, run Google Android. How cool is that? So they've finally done it. They've given us Lumia styling with Google Android. There is a little bit of a disappointment, but I can't judge it until I actually get one into the studio to test. And that is they've skinned it with like a simplified tile interface. You've also not got access to the Google Play Store. If you want to load apps that are only available in the Play Store, you have to sideload them, which could be I don't know, something that is going to get in the way, but hopefully not. There is still the Nokia App Store, of course, so you're going to get loads of Google Android apps on that anyway. So we just have to see how things work with regards to that. Now, obviously, a lot of people were waiting to see what Samsung announced, and of course, they announced the Samsung Galaxy S5. Now, again, a disclaimer, I haven't handled this, so I'm just judging it on the photos that I've seen in the videos. It's primarily plastic again. They've upgraded the camera, so a better camera, faster as well, also capable of capturing 4K video. We've also got a heart rate sensor on it as well, and also a fingerprint sensor. Yes, I wonder why they did that, but have they implemented it as well as Apple, where they put it in the same place, they put it on the home button, but it's not quite the same sort of sensor, so we have to see how that works. They also announced a couple of new Gear watches. They're dropping the Galaxy name out of their sort of smartwatches, and I've got to refer to my notes here, but they announced a Gear Fit, which is a sort of thin elongated design. Looks really, really nice. A 1.84 inch touchscreen, and you also get notifications for incoming calls, emails and texts. And then they launched 2 new versions of what was the Galaxy Gear smartwatch. They've launched the Gear 2 Neo, which looks very similar, but doesn't have a camera. It does have an IR blaster on it though, so you can control your telly with your watch if you really want to do that. And then you've also got the Gear 2, which has the camera on it. Now they've moved the camera off of the strap onto the actual body of the watch, so you can swap in and out different coloured straps for the watch. And they look really nice. I think it's a shame that they actually didn't give us ability to connect this to other smartphones other than those in the Samsung range. I think that's just a bit of short-sighted on their part. I know why they're doing it, and I know when Apple enter the space of wearable technology with their smartwatch, it will only connect most likely with the iPhone. But because it's Google Android that they're sort of connecting with, even though the watch is not running Google Android anymore, I would have thought they would have given us the ability to just connect with any Google Android smartphone. I think they're missing a trick there, but they want brand loyalty, so that's why they're doing it. You know, they want people to actually purchase their mobile phones, so fair dues, I suppose. But, you know, just from my opinion, I would open it up to a much bigger market, and they would sell thousands and thousands of them if they connected with other devices as well. Now, LG, I haven't got any specifics on what LG actually launched, other than I know they launched the LG G2 Mini and the LG G2 Pro, and the Pro is the larger device, and that actually also captures 4K video. Seems like a pattern going on here. Seems like a lot of phones are capturing 4K video. So we'll see how that pans out as well. Now, the LG G2, the previous generation, was a smartphone that I really, really liked. It was a gorgeous device. So I'm really looking forward to getting my hands on the Pro. Now, HTC, they launched or announced the HTC Desire 816. I'm keeping that blooper in, by the way. This looks like a really nice phone. It's got a quad-core 1.6 Snapdragon 400 chip. It's a mid-range phone, 8 GB of storage and 1.5 GB of RAM. Now, you can expand that memory or that storage up to an additional 64 GB with a micro SD card. It's got NFC as well, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi and 4G functionality. So it sounds like quite a high-spec phone, but they're sort of launching it in the mid-tier of their range. So that looks very, very interesting. It looks nice as well. It looks very nice indeed. I'm looking at the actual pictures of it as well. So anyway, they also launched another handset, the HTC Desire 610. There we go. That's all I'm going to say on that. Just lower down the range, but looks very nice as well. Now the highlight for me, and I've saved this one till last, came from Sony. And you know I love Sony products. The Z2 has been announced and it looks absolutely gorgeous. It's a little bit lighter. It's also capable of capturing 4K video. Wow, all of these phones capturing 4K video. 5.2-inch screen. It's got a 2.3 GHz quad-core processor, 4G, NFC, 3 GB of RAM and a 3200 mAh battery. Now it looks really nice. It's kept its waterproof features as well, and I'm just really keen to get my hands on one of these. You saw me recently review the Z1 Compact from Sony, and that's a really nice smartphone. I really enjoyed my time with that. But the Z2 is the larger screen device, and that has got that 4K video capture as well. So I'm hopefully investing in a 4K camera probably around about April, either the Sony camcorder or the Panasonic DMC G6. But I still want to pick up one of these Sony Z2s because it might come in really handy for capturing 4K footage whilst I'm out and about. I'll still use the Sony RX100 M2, of course, as my main sort of pick up and go camera. But if this smartphone delivers on quality, it'll really be good. Now, something I did want to just end on, the Samsung Galaxy S5. I've got mixed feelings about it. I think they missed a trick by not upgrading the materials they used for actually manufacturing it. I think it's still too plasticky. I don't like the look of the dimpled effect on the back. But Samsung have released a few products that interest me of late, and I've seen them being reviewed by US YouTubers. They're not quite as readily available in the UK yet, apart from one of the models, and that's their Pro range of tablets. They've done a 12.2-inch, I think it is, Pro Note, or Note Pro. They've also done an 8.4-inch Tab Pro and also a 10.1-inch. Very mixed up in their numbers that they've done. But the larger device doesn't really personally interest me, but the 8.4-inch Tab Pro looks really very, very nice indeed. So I'm going to try and get one of those into the studio to take a look at, and I'll share my experience with you. It just interests me because it's such a high resolution device. It also allows nice multitasking, and I love the look of what they've done with the user interface. They've done some new sort of tiled views so that you can gain quick access to various bits of information. It just looks really nice, so I'm going to try and pick up one of those for sure. So that's it for this video. I hope I haven't waffled on too much. I stumbled a little bit over my words throughout this video. I'm still doing it now. I think it's just because I'm excited with so many new products coming out. I really want to get my hands on them and cover them for you and just share my experience. That's what Geekanoids is all about after all. So let me know in the comment section below, what were the highlights for you so far that have come out of Mobile World Congress? Which device are you most looking forward to? Drop me a comment, hit that like button, and I'll see you all again in tomorrow's video. Thanks so much for watching the video. If you'd like to watch another amazing video from me, please do click that top box. And if you want to subscribe to my geeky channel, click the red box on the bottom of your screen now. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.